Boys and girls, oh my god, I am so excited. I'm actually trying to play it really cool, but here's the deal. I received this knife, I'm gonna open it on camera. I just received it today. I was having coffee somewhere, just couldn't wait to get home to open this on camera. And so right now I'm running this knife. This is Presidio 2 in CF Elite by Benchmade. This is my knife per month challenge knife that I carry and hold and cherish and being grateful for till the end of the month. Today is the 17th of the month, October 17th, so we're more than halfway through, but I feel that today might be the cheat day, You do need a cheat day every once in a while. And by the way, I never ordered the knife from eBay before, so there's always a concern that this might be a counterfeit knife, so we will see about that as well. This is a Benchmade, and I'm just gonna open it. I know you guys don't like when I'm talking too much. Weird. You guys are so weird. Anyway, so let's open it up. Let's jump right in. Let's see if this is a genuine product, first of all. But if it is, I hope it is. Right away, what the hell? Oh, no, okay. Sorry, I just had a micro heart attack. But we might still be good. Okay, so this is just a nice package to keep the box safe. Hopefully, right now the box looks okay. I'm giving it a pass. It's sealed over here. Do you guys know how to tell if the Benchmade is genuine or not? I think I'm getting better at this. Well, first of all, let's look at the markings. The markings are correct, 537-2301, that's correct for this model. A black class, CPM 3V is a steel, manual open. Black class meaning it's a tactical application. It does say tactical / everyday, even though everyday it's like outdoorsy / blue class for Benchmade, but whatever. So let's go to the knife. You guys don't want me to ramble on pointlessly. Okay, so the foam is good. This is good sign. That's how the foam from Benchmade should look. There's a documentation. Of course, it's easy to make documentation if it's a counterfeit knife. In this case, the documentation doesn't matter. But let's just take a look. Just a regular thing. John De Assis, President. Our commitment at Benchmade, we are committed to manufacturing the highest quality knives through world-class manufacturing, constant innovation, and unsurpassed quality. Thank you for choosing Benchmade. It's yours for life. Love that message. Thank you guys at Benchmade. Can I fold this back up? Okay, it's folded. All right. The regular Benchmade pouch, this is what it should look like. Nothing wrong with this one. And onto the knife, if you guys are ready. Okay. So far, I don't know. There's some wear on the scales over here. I don't know if you can see this. Like it's been in the pouch, wearing off a little bit, which is fine. I give it a pass. I love this bail. I love the color of it. The standoffs are the same color, and same with the with this little one, this thumb stud. Let's open it. It's so gritty. I'm gonna have to loosen this. It's nice. It's nicer every time you open it. But that's kind of how they send out those Benchmades. So this is a typical, this is a standard Benchmade short deep carry pocket clip. It's very similar to other deep carry pocket clips. You can see this one is exchanged to the other side for me because I'm a lefty, but this is a Grievery Bailout. This is a different bailout, and we'll talk about this in a second. But you can see that this is a standard short deep carry pocket clip. The bail is identical, which is a good sign. I love this bail. And then what else? One good way to tell if a Benchmade is genuine is to see if the pivot is a T10. So I have a dedicated T10 tool, and this pivot is definitely T10. Again, it's a good sign. This is so loose. I need some thread locker on this one. I don't know what happened there. This is okay. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna say this is genuine Benchmade. This is, like the box says, this is Bailout, which is a Benchmade designation 537-2301. This is a 2023 SHOT Show exclusive limited edition knife, and it says here it's limited edition. Basically, they just made it for the SHOT Show in 2023, but they did not sell out of this one. So, or some people just bought it a bunch at the SHOT Show in hopes to sell it to someone like me. And so they did, and so that's how I got it. So let's talk about this knife really quick. This knife looks just like any Benchmade Bailout with aluminum scales. However, the bail is the same as in the Grievery version, which it doesn't have the glass breaker. It's just a bail. It's to pummel on things, right? It's to beat on certain things. This is not a lanyard hole. It's a bail, right? Even though some people may use it as a lanyard hole, that's not its primary purpose. It's a 2023 SHOT Show exclusive folding knife. The blade length is 338 in CPM 3V steel. Satin covered tanto, plain edge. There's no coating on this edge. And the aluminum is orange aluminum handles, which that's what makes this knife unique, and that's why I bought it, because of its aesthetics. I am aesthetics. I'm a slave to aesthetics, and I want to urge you guys to be slave to aesthetics, because in a way, aesthetics are some of the most important things in your life. You should pay attention to aesthetics. You should pay attention when aesthetics differ between people, between group of people. When aesthetics rub you the wrong way, this is a strong indication that there are deeper rooted problems. You know, that's how we choose a companion, that's how we choose a friend, that's how we choose a lover, that's how we choose a lot of things that surround us. Aesthetics are our life. That's what makes us different from other animals in the animal kingdom. As human beings, our need and our desire for certain aesthetics, that's what makes you who you are. That's what makes you unique. This knife might not be for you, but there is something else out there for you, and the way you're gonna feel it is you're gonna feel it inside on an aesthetic level. You won't be able to explain it to anyone, but you will feel it, and other people will feel it and see it within you, and they will gravitate towards you based on the aesthetics that you surround yourself with, right? So I am over the moon with this, with what I'm holding. This knife was made for me, specifically for me. They had my name when they were making it, right? I'm super happy with this. So basically, why? And what's the difference? The main difference between the Greavery version and the aluminum version is the weight. So the Greavery version is 2 ounces on the dot, and the aluminum version is 2.7 ounces, right? They feel different in hand. The blade and everything is the same. That's why, you know, when I was talking about this knife, I was so impressed with the way it feels. The 2-ounce knife, when it's this version is the toughest, like strongest knife in Benchmade lineup, like strength versus weight. There's nothing stronger like per ounce of weight. That's why when I was at the store and I tried the aluminum version, I was not as impressed. But people still buy aluminum because, you know, first of all, it's more expensive. It's $300 versus $200. And of course, on sale, we're talking MSRP on sale. This, instead of 200, you can find it for 140 or something like that. This one you can find for like 250. Of course, it's cheaper, but still there's a significant price difference. And people don't care about paying more for like more, you know, robust feeling of the aluminum, but aluminum is not as impressive as this Greavery, and I was urging you guys to try out the Greavery just to feel it's amazing feeling. It's just that strength at that unsurpassed weight, you know, class. So basically, the weight is the difference, and I'm more on the side of this one. However, the reason I got this one is because of this color scheme, and I urge you not to discount that. The color scheme is important. The way that it, because you have to look at it. It has to make you feel a certain way, you know, and so. You know, the regular aluminum version of Bailout on the Benchmade website comes with M4 steel. M4 steel is not the steel that I would prefer. I would prefer the 3V steel because it's much tougher than M4. 3V is a toughness goat. And I like tough. This blade is only 0.09 inches across, which is kind of narrow, you know, and that's why you need all this toughness. Because if I want to open a can of tuna, you know, with this knife, just go into it and open it, or a can of condensed milk, or whatever I want to do. If I want to throw it at a tree, if I'm partying somewhere like I've done before, and I broke my expensive knife, this one will not get broken so easily because this is 3V. You know, I'm team toughness. I don't care so much about stainlessness, which 3V is not a stainless, but 3V is very tough. It's actually it's got a pretty decent edge retention as well. CPM 3V, so this is powder metallurgy steel. It's a tool steel that is known for its toughness and edge retention, right? So toughness is almost unsurpassed. It's basically in a realm of 420 HC and something like that. And it can withstand abuse. It has a fine grain size, very fine grains, a small carbides, and a pure powder metallurgy microstructure. That's what contributes to toughness. Edge retention, it holds its edge pretty well. Maybe not as well as some other steels like S35VN or S30V. However, it holds an edge better than D2 when compared at a hardness of 60 HRC. So this one from Benchmade, it comes at a hardness of 58 to 60. So this will be a better edge retention than D2. If you guys know your D2, you should be impressed at this point with 3V. That's why it's one of my favorite steels. Heat treatment of CPM 3V affects its edge retention and toughness. For knife blades, Crucible recommends heat treating CPM 3V to Rockwell hardness measurement of 58/60. Less hardness means more toughness, but less edge retention. So this is kind of what you expect. So Benchmade goes to the dot with crucible recommendations for this steel, and I appreciate that. As far as corrosion resistance, CPM 3V is not a stainless steel, so it will oxidize if not properly cared for. Again, I don't care about that. Like, I don't mind taking care of my blades. Like this one has a coating on it, and that's why I never used it. I have this mental block. I don't like coated blades because I feel like, you know, the coating, it's so nice. It's such a good looking coating, and it's all in my head. My girlfriend, she has the this similar looking, at least, coating on her Benchmade partial autoimmunity, and she goes to town with that knife. She's a florist, and I already serviced it twice in the last 3 months. Basically, she cuts the heck out of that knife. She uses it everywhere. She dulled it, but the coating is like pristine. It's like virgin, clean and smooth, like it doesn't wear off. So a lot of this is in my head, but I prefer non-coated blades. So when I'm saying Benchmade did this knife with me in mind, I mean it. This knife is made for me. So as far as wear resistance, CPM 3V has a very good abrasion resistance, approximately 50% better than D2. Again, D2, some of you guys disrespect D2, but D2 used to be, originally when it came out, it was the super steel. It's got amazing characteristics. Of course, after you guys started sending your money to China and getting D2 from over there at like 45, 50 Rockwell hardness and complaining that it's got the edge retention of a wet clay, because Chinese companies, they don't want to wear out their machinery over there, and obviously the reputation of D2 is kind of like it's a cheap tool steel, whatever. It's really not. D2 is an amazing steel. However, this is better than D2 in every kind of respect. Ductility, if you guys know what it is, basically it's the ability of this steel to give way. If I apply excessive amount of pressure on this blade, it will bend out of its way and then return to its normal shape. This property is very important for toughness, and this still has it. It's not gonna chip. It's not prone to like chipping, to like breaking. You will not see a broken edge or tip on this knife. So the ductility of this steel is better than most tool steel grades. Definitely D2, but tool steels are tough to begin with, but this is better than better. CPM 3V is easy to process and sharpen because it has low content of added ingredients. It's pretty pure. It's an amazing steel, basically. A lot of people list this steel as their absolute favorite, and I'm totally on board with that. I'm Team Toughness, I'm Team 3V, I'm super excited. CPM 3V is a powder metal that has earned the title of super steel, right? So what do you do if it gets rusted? Oh my God, the world is about to end. No, what you do is you pull out your WD-40, you pull out your steel wool, you spray some WD, you do some of the steel wooling on this thing. WD dries clean and leaves a little film of protecting on that steel. Nothing is gonna happen to your steel. And if it does, if it oxidizes, if you see rust, like heavy rust, it doesn't matter if you forget about this for 5 years and it's super rusty and everything, you pull out that WD, you pull out that steel wool, you do some of this polishing, and your knife is good as new. It's really easy to take care of this steel, any kind of steel can rust, but non-stainless steel, it's easy to take care of them. You guys should not be intimidated by non-stainless steel because they have amazing combination of properties. Primarily, it's very easy to achieve exceptional toughness and exceptional edge retention at the expense of this steel not being necessarily stain resistant or, you know, rust proof. Like I said, I'm very excited about this knife. For one of the reasons, it's fall right now. Fall meaning, you know, some European friends call it autumn. Autumn, that's how I learned English originally. And I have another knife that's very suitable for fall, which is this Leatherman Harvest. Even the name Harvest, that's where when you have harvest in fall, right? And you know what I'm doing at the moment, I'm doing the 1 knife per month challenge, but I'm about to sleep and I'm about to have a cheat day. Well, not entire day, because it's the day is half gone and I've been true to my good friend over here, but I might sleep and I might treat myself to 1 day or 1 evening rather of a cheat day. You know, there's nothing wrong with a cheat day. The only thing you have to do is you have to go into a cheat day knowingly and allow yourself to cheat. You do this with love towards yourself. You say, okay, it's okay, you know, you can cheat. Like, today is your time. Tomorrow you will go back and you will continue with your programming to your scheduled programming, right? There's nothing wrong with that as long as you go into it consciously. You're not letting it control you, you are in control of it, right? But I'm already thinking about next month, and if I am to do the 1 knife per month challenge next month, it's definitely gonna be between these 2 blades, which I'm kind of equally excited for different reasons. S35VN, which with this Leatherman Harvest, this amazing geometry of this blade, very thick, which you know, when you don't have toughness ingrained in the steel, just the way the steel is, you can achieve the toughness by the way of geometry, and that's how you go with this really thick stock. You go to a pointy edge, and S35VN is very tough as well. It's just not as tough as 3V. Primarily, I'm super excited that this both of these blades are non-coated. I don't enjoy coated blades, and like I said, these coatings are really tough and resilient, but it's just all in my head, and I don't like coated blades for that reason, because that coating is just super pretty, too pretty for my liking. Let's just put it that way. Again and again, it goes back to aesthetics, where I like to use this. I like to, if it's gonna have scratches from like use on the non-coated blade, I'm okay with that somehow. And by the way, have you ever seen like a non-coated, like a stainless color short deep carry pocket clip from Benchmade? I haven't, but of course I don't know everything. Maybe if you guys have seen it before, drop it in a comment. But how awesome is this combination of these colors? You know, you have this stainless, like non-coated stainless, you have all this stainless hardware, and this non-coated pocket clip. I think that's amazing. Everything works just perfectly if you ask me. So what do you guys think if I choose between these 2 for the next edge of the month? Because it's gonna be awesome for me. If I choose this one, I'm gonna be super happy. If I choose this one, I'm gonna be super happy for 2 reasons. Because I never carried a fixed blade, and I'm kind of excited to try it out a little bit. I don't know if I want to try it out for the full month, because that will be a commitment for me. It's a huge jump in my skill set upgrade I've never done this. I don't know how to go about this. So it's gonna be like a learning curve for me, which I'm okay with. As a knife lover, I should do that for myself. You know, it's gonna be a month of learning, and then if this one comes out, I'm just gonna be like super excited to like use it, put it to use, and to enjoy this orange handle and the all this coloring and the overall combination of like excessive color and then just plainness of this non-coated steel, which just like a mesmerizing combination for me. So I'm either gonna be like super aesthetically pleased and happy and just happy and joyful and carefree throughout the month, or I'm gonna be challenged and I'm gonna be on a learning curve. I'm gonna be upgrading myself, I'm gonna be bettering myself, I'm gonna be exploring a new side of knife cultures that I've never experienced before. So in either case, it's gonna be something amazing for myself, whichever it's gonna be. And that's what I might be sticking with. And by the way, it's November, it's the last month of fall. Next month I'm talking about. All of these are fall knives. I just love that, you know, we are so so jaded that we can have like a knife appropriate to the season. You know, that's how, you know, you guys should feel grateful for the time we live in, every second of your being. You guys should just find time to just be grateful. We are so happy, even though, you know, there's lots of you know, unhappiness going on in the world. Anyway, so yeah, that's about it. This was first impressions. Obviously, I'm kind of glad that it's not. It's a genuine knife from what I can see. Because, you know, with eBay, I've heard some stories. It could be a counterfeit knife, so we should always be careful with that. So I'm happy with this. Yeah, and very excited to share this with you guys. Tell me what you think, and thank you guys for tuning in.